All right, let's take a look at this test as a review for the final. Miriam already went. She beat you to it. Okay. Appreciate your help, though. All right, what color should I go? We'll go this color. Let's see, the ratios. Remember this thing right here?
9x plus 6x.
Yeah, 9x plus 6x plus 5x equals what? 100. Solve for x, plug it back in, boom, you're done. Don't need to go over this, do we? Cross multiply. All right, that's pretty basic. Yeah. Just make sure, though, when you have a sum up here and you cross multiply, you distribute that through, right? Same thing here and here. That's very important. You do that. So you just solve for x and you're done for 2 and 3. Everybody okay with those? All right. This, because the perimeter, because they add up. Those are the three sides. Now look, number 4 is very similar to number 1, if you look at it. Everybody listen? So these are the ratio of the three sides of a triangle. So you go 9x, 6x, 5x, you add them up, and you set them equal to the perimeter because those are the three sides added up. But look at this. Find the measures of the angles of the triangle if the ratio of the three angles is 5 to 4 to 7. So you go 5x plus 4x plus 7x equals what? 180, right? Because the sum of the angles is 180. Right here, they told you what the perimeter was. They had to, because you don't know what the perimeter of every single triangle is, do you? No, but you do know what the sum of the angles of every triangle is. It's 180. So 5x plus 4x plus 7x equals 180. Good. What about this one? Two similar squares have a scale factor of 2 to 5. Trying to think of the best way to do this. Yeah, the scale factor is the same as the scale factor of the perimeters, right? I was thinking area because we just finished doing area, and that's a little different. But yeah, they're just talking about the sides and the perimeter. So 2 to 5, right? And so that's the small one to the large one, correct? So what did they give you over here? The perimeter of the what? Large one is 45. Where do I put the 45? On the bottom, right? Because I'm comparing the small to the large. And what's the perimeter of the small? We'll just put P for perimeter. And then you can cross multiply, or you can just do what? Multiply by 45. I think that's a nicer way to do it. Look, no calculator needed, right? Because look, 5 goes into 45, what? 9 times. Perimeter is what? 18. Is that the answer I gave you? I don't have the answer key in front of me. All right, that sounds good. What about this thing? Solve for x. First of all, I should have told you that they were similar, shouldn't I?
Well, you know the angles are equal.
But you don't know. Anyway, they're similar to each other. So how do you set this thing up? Okay, 2 to 3. So how do we know we're using the 2? I mean, how do you know which one goes with what? Yeah, that's it's a four-sided figure. How can we say that? Well, we'll look at this. I mean, here's the two angles that they gave you, right? This is the one in between, and that's opposite the one in between. So what do we do here? Here's the two angles. Here's the one in between. Here's one opposite. So yeah, 2 to 3. I mean, I know you could see that. I just wanted to give a rational reason why. And now, again, I made this really easy. What if I gave you all the lengths of the sides? How would you know that this one actually went with this one? Because this is, well, yeah, but you can't say it's really opposite because, I mean, that could be opposite and that could be opposite, right? Because it's not a triangle. Just trying to think of a good way to say it. It's like right next to the one arc angle and the side, right? So this is, yeah, I know, because it's the only ones that are left. I understand that, but I'm just trying to figure out a better way to do it. But that's good enough. We'll just go x plus 3 and 2x plus 2. Cross multiply, boom, boom, boom. You're done. Okay? 5? Okay. What about this one? Find the perimeter of this triangle. And so how in the world can we do that? Do we really have to draw the triangles out? Not necessarily, because can we find a scale factor? AB to what? Do they tell you DE? Yeah, they do, don't they? Okay, AB to D. So it's 5 to 3 is your scale factor, correct? Now, do we know the perimeter of one of these triangles? Yeah, we know the perimeter of triangle ABC, don't we? Because there's AB, BC, and AC. Those are the three sides of that triangle. So what is the perimeter? Now, again, I'm going from ABC to DEF, correct? All right. So it's 18, right, over the perimeter of the other one, right? And now I could just cross multiply and solve for the P. Does that make sense? Okay. That's probably the best way to do it. I think that's the most efficient way to do it, I think. All right, we good with that? And I'll let you do the math on that one. All right. In the mail? I got mail. Good.
The guy was putting out his final exams and they're like 8 pages a piece. He's like, don't worry, it's only 62 of them.
Oh.
So I was like standing there for the
Did
whole
he?
bit.
Oh, you did have to wait. Okay, that's all right. All right, here we go. Number 8. Ready? We'll probably only get through half of this. 10.8. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it can come out not even. Right. All right, what about this? Let's see what we can do here. Find RT, which is this. This right here. So what am I going to compare? I'm going to compare RT to what? 18? You got to be careful with this, though. Watch. RT, compare that to 18. So what am I doing? I'm going one side of the whole entire triangle, right? Of the big triangle, and I'm comparing it to one side of the small triangle. So now let's do this. Let's compare. If I can compare, I'm thinking of this triangle as flipped. I just want to say this is the bottom of the triangle. You understand why I'm saying that? Because if I took it and I twisted it, you could consider it the bottom. So we'll say the bottom of the big one to the bottom of the small one. What am I going to have to do? I could go left or right here. Let's go the left or the right side of the what? Big one. What's the whole? And can I go 12 to 24 is the question. No. If I go RT to 18, you have to do what? The whole entire right side of the big one, which would be what? 36, wouldn't it? Okay. To what? To the right side of the smaller one, which would be 24. Make sense? So I go RT to 18. So this is the bottom of the big one to the bottom of the small one. Then I have to go the whole right side of the big one to the right side of the small one. So I have to go 36 on that. Cross multiply, and then you can get RT by itself. Okay? Remember where we left off. So we're going to do number 9 tomorrow. Remember that, and then we'll pick that up tomorrow.